hero in the pubs. It's the off-lane Dazzle.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's great, right? The shard, definitely one of the busted ones, right? You know, one of the downsides of this hero was that, you know, they removed the stun back in the day from having any sort of
success. I think Rasmus has played this game long enough that, you know, he's won a major. Like, this guy knows what he's doing. He might be old. He might be bald, but he's going to show you how bald he can be.
Oh, Tundra! They've stumbled in to the Hellbear smash.
There you go.
Easy first blood. The boys just sit on top of their triangles, 5-man, and wait, Kyle. That part of the meta hasn't changed.
No, it has not. And I love the drafts coming out from these sides. We saw Bounty Hunter. This hero is going to be first, too, all day in this region. This is a hero we're going to see a lot of. And then the Darkseer Spirit Breaker. From Tundra. I think this is, you know, the day.
And then maybe you can rotate down there. 33 is going to be chased down right now by Tofu. And if he lands enough of these Fire Spirits, he may actually get the kill. He's still got a Fairy Fire. He's going to pop that one. The last Fire Spirits will not what you're referencing. But we're going to have a charge away. 9 is having a bit of a problem with his mana. He's constantly being EMP'd by Stormer. And perhaps that's part of the reason that this Invoker is taking a lead in CS in the mid lane.
Yep. It's really nice to play this Invoker against heroes like Spirit Breaker. It's really their only interrupt, so he'll likely have to, it has to be Quas Flex. If not for the Breaker, maybe, yeah. I mean, you're talking about the, oh, hang on. Yep, there's that charge on the end of Bounty. That's a free kill. Do you mean the Ags on Dazzle?
I mean, they also gave that shard pickup that now, like, hexes people. Yeah. Speaking of Holy Lock, that's another item that got buffed up yet again. They've got good ways to hunt down this Bounty Hunter, man. Every single time he shows himself, he's getting homing missiles, he's potentially getting charged. Skeeter's helping out quite a bit.
He's getting this all out of the woods, whereas Tofu, he's just 1v1 against the Darkseer and dominating. He'll be 6 in a moment. This charge might backfire. There it is. You can't kill him anymore now. This lane is kind of a disaster. Yeah. 3-3 does not have a game.
They're going to swoop in. They're going to try. They might be able to catch him here.
Just hit 6.
Ion Shell. He's got his level 6, but he's got to get the Fire Spirits out on him. No vacuum to stop that.
Grounds on both sides of the jungle. That's how you play this. Every courier is worth like a hero kill or more.
Well, they don't have level 6 quite yet, but they still managed to find a kill with Gilker there, as they're going to try and put some early pressure on this mid lane. Meanwhile, Tofu backing away is going to be able to pop the egg. Did he manage to get both of them? Looks like they are not going to be able to kill that egg. And if anything, the Phoenix is going to be able to get his revenge. Turning around, going on to snaking here. Still has his dive. Oh no! Oh, they get him just finally. The cold snap there. I thought maybe Stormer was going to pay for a little bit of greediness. Skeeter TPing in to try and defend this mid lane. They're saying the Invoker's not here. We should definitely defend our towers, guys. And 9, with his constant axe spam, is going to make them pay for it a little commitment. Yeah. And Invoker kind of makes it so longer drawn-out fights usually work to his favor thanks to EMP. Burning you out of those resources. They're going to be able to land the missile here. They're going to go for it. Stormer underneath this assault is going to be able to get off the tornado onto 2. Snaking is going to be forced away. The bouncing Shuriken, though, has managed to finish him off. They pull him back in with a vacuum, but it's still not enough to cleanly win this fight. Tundra, once again, forced on the retreat as a second Shuriken comes in.
It is the most cost-efficient item in terms of damage survivability. It's also buffed a bit. I think that there's 40 health drain instead of 50 as it was previously.
Snaking, fearless, but maybe that's not a good thing. Snaking, that charge felt a little pointless. This mid Beastmaster, an off-lane Darkseer, and a Troll is really going to be able to play that much together. 9's going to be caught out, does manage to get off the ground, turns around and goes for it, goes for the kill onto Stormer, doesn't quite get it, but maybe Fada can exact a little bit of vengeance here, but the Phoenix Egg is going to go off, sure, they're going to finish off Stormer, but now they're stuck under the assault of this egg. It's going to explode right on top of the Gyrocopter. They're going to catch up to Snaking as well, who has no chance of surviving here. Smashers, once again.
That's so worth it. It's actually good that they didn't EMP the Beastmaster and lose the Invoker, because both of those kills are track gold. I will take a core for 2 supports. Typically you'd say is even, but with track in effect, that's like an extra 500 plus gold that Smashers just make a move and take it back. I like this. I just like more. You also get immediate benefit when you take that map control. You should be rewarded if you kill an enemy tier 2 in 15 minutes instead of 23.
Forced away, snaking. And they do have very good high ground defense. That being said, I feel like a lot of Dota, especially over the last year, teams have gotten really good at not going high ground, Kyle. Teams have gotten really good at just controlling the map and choking people out. So even though Tundra may have this Beastmaster spamming axes nonstop on the high ground, they can still just control the map. They don't quite do it here, though. They try and rotate to catch.
Continue to force. You have the Aegis on the Invoker, and you can force the enemy team all back to base, and you're just going to continue. Careful, Snaking.
Snaking is in right now. He's going to gain the Cold Snap. Sun Raid slowly burnt out. The axes are doing quite a bit of work here. Tofu's going to have to dive on out of there. Yep. But he should be good. I think this is more realistic because his axes come back to him.
Yeah.
Understandable.
It's like Thor's hammer. It makes sense.
Yeah, I treat axes like boomerangs all the time. As we're going to watch Fada step outside. And you are able to get, in this case, both of the bounty runes where you used to be 4. You're actually getting less gold for all that. Wraith King has multiple lives to work with here, as he is not going to lose his reincarnation, thanks to Shalagrave.
The axes are just insane. Like the roar setup.
And anybody who starts to leave is immediately scouted out by Gilger, potentially routed. As they scout him, they're going to be able to quickly kill Fada as he dares once again. And I feel like they keep on learning the same lesson.
Roar. And you don't have vision in order to make that sort of thing happen.
Well, somebody just showed themselves top. Tundra try and come out, but it's not looking so hot. Snaking's pretty much diving in to his death. At this point, I feel like Snaking's almost doing it on purpose. As Gilger is going to be saved by the Shallow Grave. Skeeter's like, well, I got to hit something. So he starts going for the Bounty Hunter. It's going to take a while. He has to get the meds just in time right at the end. Ace, he's going to get slowed down and loses reincarnation. Skeeter still has his ultimate. He's going to pop BKB, pop the ultimate, and just rip into Ace. But they do manage to get off the Supernova and the Shallow Grave, so he's going to stay alive for a while. Plus, the stun's going to be able to come in, but the Wraith King not able to get off a good armlet towards the end there. Almost immediately dies as the Shallow Grave runs out. Gilger, he's going to be the next victim here. No, actually, Snake King wants a little bit more out of that. Managed to get his ultimate onto Rasmus. That way, they get an additional kill, and maybe even a little bit more as Tofu. He may be run down here. Doesn't have an Icarus dive. Snake King, he's got a charge coming up soon, but they got to be careful of this Invoker. So Tundra finally going to win, finally get outside of their base, thanks to pretty much Snake King just diving in there with a buyback in his back pocket. Unfortunately, that is now a dieback for him, but it is also potentially death for Tofu. Gets a charge away. Fortunately, that disarm.
This high ground, I know I'm going to die, but I'm the only hero on this team that can immediately get
my God, he's got the shard. Really?
You're going to hit the Sunstrike.
But like...
And eventually be forced to TP back. Sure, Stormer found him.
Stormer, he knows what Skeeter's up to. Skeeter, he knows he's
like,
gonna try and kill some creeps and TP out. Managed to force a lot of people. Look at the enemy. Tundra, they're getting in there. They've caught some people. They're gonna be able to take down 2 here as this egg is not gonna last for long. It gets scrambled up and thrown apart. They are still gonna try and fight this, really?
Oh, no way.
They're saying no BKB on Skeeter, but I don't know. Okay. 2-man tornado. Nice little meatballs coming in. A trio of them. Skeeter is going to be stunned up, so won't be able to chase quite as easily.
That was really heavy.
Still more heroes smoked, but the BKB is back up for Skeeter. They're going to run into Gilger. They're going to start off with that Ace, though, blinking in, immediately going to be Primal Roared up. The Shallow Grave is going to be able to buy a little bit of time here for Gilger, but surely he's going to die to some of this AoE damage. Gyrocopter is able to finish him off. Ace is being kind of run around here. He's trying to put some damage onto the trolls. Skeeter is going to turn around, thinking about popping that ultimate. Not quite yet. He's going to wait until Ace, potentially for his second life here. Well, they're actually going to retreat. They're not going to go for it. I thought he was going to, once again, just pop the ultimate and see if he can beat Ace to a pulp, but decides against it. Instead, they're playing Wonk here on 9. He's just laying the axes into them, constantly throwing them around. The damage is significantly building up. Rasmus stuck on a cliff here. He's going to be partially saved by a tornado, but he's got nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide neither. So Tundra hold the high ground, daring Smashers to come up and fight them. Meanwhile, the axes are flowing. They do have the egg to be able to go off with the dive. Skeeter's going to pop his ultimate. They're going to try and go the Egg. They do manage to kill it, but Skeeter, can he deal with Ace and Stormer without his BKB? They still have that Aegis up on Stormer. He can blink forward very aggressively, go for this kill onto Skeeter. Fada's going to come in through the side here, but he can't really save his carry. He's going to be burned out eventually. Fada, he's not going to last for long unless the Axes, they're building up. Storm going to lose his life. Fortunately, Reincarnation was back up for the Wraith King. Now, the second life of both the cores are going to come through a blink forward. Managed to get a nice vacuum out of 33. Meanwhile, 9, he just doesn't have anything left in the tank. Nobody to help him. That's going to be Tundra losing more than 5. With seeing the Hex go off from Rasmus. I see he's got the shard, but I
just once in that last fight.
Little piggy
in there. Okay. And now the track gold is starting to get ridiculous. It's level 2 track, item on every enemy player. And things get out of hand quick. That might even be Megas.
Tornado to start things off here. They're going to try and deal with his Dark Seer. Meanwhile, Skeeter is looking and hunting Stormer. The Shellgrave is there, but if he can just stay on top of him, maybe they can actually kill this Invoker. There is going to be that egg out there. Skeeter, he doesn't really have anything to do here. He tries in vain to run down a hero, but that is it for him. He does have buyback, but they're going to call it. They know it's going to be Megas. They don't really have much of a hope to defend it any longer. Ultimately, Kyle, felt like a lot of that early game just left Tundra with very few options.
Yeah, this Darkseer pick